You Australasian player of the bloody year.
My God.
Of the bloody year, 2000 and what was it? 2 years in a row, mate, by the way.
Was it? I can't remember.
Australasia Golf of the Year. So you bloody better played more courses than I have, that's for sure. Okay, Campbell. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Punta Mita Tee Talks. Today's guest is none other than Kiwi Michael Campbell, winner of the 2005 US Open. I was catching up with him today as he just got back from his trip up to Pinehurst. He had not been back for 19 years. So great to catch up with Cambo. Hope you enjoy this podcast. Cambo, by the way, 15-time worldwide winner on the tour, HSB World Match Play winner in 2005, which was at the time for $1 million prize money, the largest purse in golf. Until then, he was 2005 European Golfer of the Year, 1999, 2000 Australasian Golfer of the Year as well. Great guy, a big Punta Mita fan, and hope you enjoy this podcast. Hi everybody, I'm here with Cambo, Michael Campbell, New Zealand Kiwi man, 2005 winner of the US Open. Hi Cambo, how are you, mate?
I'm very good, Carl. How are you, buddy? Good,
mate. Nice to talk to you again. And I wanted to check in with you, Cambo. Obviously, we've just had the US Open, which was fantastic. And as I understand, as you told me on your last visit to Punta Mita, this year was the first time you've been back. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, it was crazy, mate. I tell you, I couldn't believe it because it's been 19 years since I've been back to Pinehurst since I won. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right?
Crazy.
So, yeah, I was not expecting too much really, but I got the red carpet treatment. Got a player's pass and got a car. Had my own car park space. And had a champions locker room, a locker for me in champions locker room there next to the other guys who won the US Open. Pictures of me everywhere, all over in the clubhouse and outside in the around the golf course. So it was amazing. It was an incredible journey to see that, and it brought back obviously wonderful memories of my victory against Tiger. Yeah, 2 years ago, two shots from Tiger 19 years ago was a pretty cool buzz. But actually, behind me is the US Open trophy, as you see behind me there.
I can, indeed.
Yeah, it's been sitting there in my office for like the last 19 years. So
there you go.
It was a pure pleasure to go back there. And the biggest buzz for me, really, there's one thing aspect of it was that I couldn't believe how hard the golf course was. It was so hard, that golf course. And to shoot 8 under, like Bryson did, was a great quality golf. But I think I shot even par to win it. And
back then in 2005, with a 69 on the last day.
Yeah, I mean, the greens are so hard. The greens are so tough and so tiny. Although they're big, they actually, on the flat parts of the greens are quite tiny. But it was great to relive those memories, Carl. And it was and the biggest buzz for me, really, as I said before, is the recognition from these young kids that I've never met before, like Scotty Scheffler came up to me, Xander Schauffele, Justin Thomas.
All these. We're talking. These guys were kids back then, weren't they?
Yeah, I had a nice conversation with Scotty Scheffler. He said, "I remember watching you play and win the US Open. I was 8 years old, and I felt really old."
You start to feel the age, don't you, mate?
You do, mate. You do, and that was a nice compliment. And he said, "Any tips for me, Michael?" I said, "No, I think you've got this covered, mate." Obviously, he didn't win that or play well that week, but he's playing some amazing golf.
What a pleasant guy he is, isn't he, Cambo, Scotty? He's been here. He actually spent his honeymoon in Punta Mita. I had the chance to meet him. What a lovely guy, really down to earth.
Amazing guy. He was very chatty, a true gentleman. As you say, he was down to earth, and he just looks like he's having fun. He's just enjoying the whole
he enjoys it.
He enjoys the whole moment. Of course, he's focused, yes, but he's having fun. He walks around with a big smile on his face. most of these kids, most of the players, sorry, they are kids to me. I'm old enough to be their grandfather, but
Right.
most most of these kids are very, very focused, almost like robotic-like or machine-like. But
Really?
the only guy
So it's nice to see a Scotty a bit more at ease with, more, smiling, have a chat,
exactly.
say hello. Tell me,
Exactly.
Cambo, did you get a chance to bump into the guy you beat on the day, Tiger?
No, it's very hard to track down, and every time he's doing his thing, he's always surrounded by a lot of people.
By an
And
entourage of people.
Yeah, I saw him briefly on the putting green. He gave a little nod,
Yeah.
little smirk on his face, and I kind of like smiled as well.
What are you doing back here?
Yeah, that's right.
Tell me, good one. Tell me, Cambo, a couple of questions here. I know everybody's talked about what a great shot that was by Bryson to win it. Tell me a little bit more, maybe the Punta Mita golfers here and others that listen to this podcast, Tee Talks. What about Rory's putts? What do you recommend? Because that could happen. It happens to us all the time. What are any tips that you would give for amateurs to see what happened? A 4-footer and a 2-6 and a 2 foot 6 inches, putt missing. What's the story? What's your tips?
Well, you got to understand that golf is hard.
Oh, got it. Okay, I know that. Thanks, mate.
Yeah,
I'm a sufferer.
Yeah, don't forget, he was under the extreme conditions of pressure. He's got probably the worst putt for a right-hander, left to right putt, downhill, and it's fast. And just the combination of those things, it's the hardest putt you can have as a right-hander, a left to right or downhill. The environment,
Sure. Yeah, and he's trying to break. He's trying to break a duck. There, he hasn't won a major for a while, so the pressure was right on him.
So he's got external and internal pressure. That's what I'm saying. Expectations.
Right.
He hasn't won a major for 10 years. So obviously he needs to win quickly, I think, to come back mentally. He is strong, obviously. He's a great player. There's one thing I must say. I was inside the ropes watching most of the guys play and practice on the practice fairway, and the ball striking is just phenomenal. I watched Bryson, I watched Scotty, Xander, Oberg, that new kid from Sweden, but Rory is definitely the best out there, ball striking wise.
Right.
So it's just his mental fortitude right now. He needs to bounce back and do well in his next tournament. He's taken a month off to get away from the whole thing, which is understandable as a golfer, because as if you're an amateur like your members or us on a center stage, it's tough. It's really, really tough. And golf is hard. That's the bottom line.
Right. And I'd say, Cambo, even as a very keen golfer that many of us are who practice daily, it's really healthy to take. Okay, let's just give me a break for 3 weeks. Of chipping away and driving away, try and get rid of that slice. And sometimes when you come back after that little break, you're better.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you get into the mode of practicing for a long period of time, you get lost and you start searching. That's what happens to most people. The most important thing is swing your swing. And it's one thing that frustrates me. I see it all the time on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, whatever. These so-called expert coaches are just feeding off everybody else, and also what depends who wins that week. If Colin Marcara wins, you've got to have a flat left wrist. That's the way it should be. But it's complete bollocks, because everyone, I can't swing like Scotty Scheffler. You can't do that same thing.
No.
Everyone's got different physical limitations. All right, so you should swing your own swing. Yes, take off information from the social media part of it, but not everything. You've got to be your own filter.
Right.
Your own filter, and try and you got to understand that these guys are athletes.
Yeah.
They can. It's like telling, for example, John Rahm to swing it like anyone else. Completely different rhythm.
Yeah. Different body.
Different body, everything, mate. So
it's like trying to tell you to play as a winger when you're as slow as a donkey in rugby.
Yeah, it's a lot like Kiwi when you played, mate. Yeah, slow as a donkey.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right, Carl. I mean, it's one thing you've got to understand is that everyone's different. Everyone's got short arms, long body, short body.
Yeah.
People are stronger in the chest and the top half. Some people are stronger in the bottom half. So you got to find out what works for you.
Sure.
It's simple as
Tell
that.
me, mate. I'm going to switch. Let's go down under for a second. Obviously, we won't talk about rugby because the Aussies are not doing that well. I'm actually going to watch Fiji play New Zealand. As you know, I'm from Fiji, in San Diego. Fiji versus the All Blacks this month. So that's going to be a great experience. But anyway, I get back to golf. Tell me, Fiji will not beat the All Blacks, by the way. You know that.
Yeah, I think so. I think the ABs. I think the ABs right now are pretty fired up because obviously losing to the final by 1 point. The Springboks really fired them up a little bit more. So I think they've got a point to prove to the rugby world, and I'm sure they're coming up all guns blazing.
Yeah. I was just reading this morning. They've got a new look team. They're playing England this week, I think it is, and they've got a few of the older guys have retired, and so it should be good. Good transition time. Australia obviously has a long way to go to get out of their rut, but anyway, down to Aussie, mate. You were the Australasia Player of the Year, 1999, 2000. Give me your 5 favourite courses in Australia.
Well, there's so many. Obviously, Melbourne, Sandbelt area,
yeah.
Kingston Heath, Royal Melbourne, Victoria.
Royal Sydney. Did you play Royal Sydney a few times?
Love Royal Sydney.
Yeah.
I enjoy the lakes, actually, the lakes as well. Golf course in Sydney and New South Wales Golf Club. That is an absolute gem. It's one of my favourites, definitely in Australia, is New South Wales. Well, what's called La Perouse. That's called New South Wales. La Perouse,
right. Haven't played it, but I'm sure my Aussie mates will know those ones. And tell me, I've never golfed in New Zealand. How about and I hear it's a great golfing destination. How about some tips for anybody going down to New Zealand who might like to get a few rounds of golf in?
Well, we've been fortunate enough to have a few US investors come over with a lot of money, and they've developed a lot of nice new golf courses. Curry Cliffs and Kidnappers are 2 famous ones in New Zealand. And then there's another 3 now being built just north of Auckland, about an hour away from Auckland, called Tairiti. Tairiti is a place that I always go to. Every time I fly back to New Zealand, I go and play Tairiti. It's that good, is it, mate? Phenomenal. And the same guy has built 2 more. Tom Watson design, but it's just it's a great play. You can play a golf course on a sheep farm if you want, with fences around the greens and play with sheep everywhere, and then you can go to these amazing places like Tairiti and Kidnappers and Curry Cliffs. So it has everything. It can cater for everyone on all levels.
Right. Good one, mate. Yeah, I'm going to take note of that. That's on my to-do list. Tell me, we're looking forward to seeing you back in Punta Mita. This will be your 3rd or 4th visit. We actually had a round of golf here with Alejandro, my CEO, before you left last time. You'll be coming down for the Mexico Senior Open. What are your thoughts about that? Looking forward to that, mate?
Oh, mate, I am so excited. I mean, when I went there for the first time about 3 years ago, and unfortunately met you, but no, I mean, no, just on the serious note, what you have there is just a complete package of just fun, quality, challenging golf courses. Both golf courses are fantastic. Pacifico and Bahia. I mean, I can go on with the views. You can see the whales breaching there. You've got the quality of the food, the restaurants, the hotel, the beaches. I mean, my favourite hole, I must say, out of all the holes that I play, is number 18. I love the 18th hole at Pacifico.
18 on Pacifico, a great finishing hole, isn't it? Down by the side, down by the ocean, par 4, lovely green set to the right as you're going to try like a baby fade into the flag. It's a beauty. You're dead right. It's a really good finishing hole.
And also, I must say, the staff there, the hospitality from all the staff, from the caddy master to the hotel, the staff there, just everything about it. It has everything. The food.
Yeah.
We're
very exactly, mate. We're very fortunate. As you know, we've lived around the globe. We've traveled around the globe, and it's Mexico, and the people of Mexico makes a whole world of difference as you walk into a hotel, a bar, or to pick up your clubs anywhere in the world, doesn't it? And you get that warm feeling. You go, wow, that makes the difference, I think. And you're dead right. That's what a lot of people say about Punta Mita, about Mexico in general. Anyway, mate, we look forward to seeing you down here in November. I think we got a few of your mates coming down, Woozy, the Italian, Constantino. Obviously, Jean's going to be the host. I know he's teeing up a few other guys, so it should be you'll be coming down for a week, I hope, and we'll look forward to catching up with you, mate.
Absolutely, Carl, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. It'll be my fourth time in Punta Mita, and looking forward to coming back again, and especially playing a Legends Tour event, which is I think it's great for the game, for Mexico. It helps grow the game. That's one thing I noticed, and my responsibility as a major winner is to grow the game around the world globally. So to me, this is a great platform or vehicle to people to enjoy us, watching us playing golf, but also growing the game as well. So thanks to you guys for making this happening.
Sure, Cambo. And yeah, we're very proud to have done this. It's the very first Mexico Senior Open, as you know, and it's sanctioned by the Legends Tour and the Golf Federation in Mexico. Yeah, so it's a great event. We look forward to having it, and we look forward to having you down here, mate.
Cheers, Carl. Thanks, mate. Enjoyed it.
Cheers, mate. That's it for this edition of Punta Mita Tee Talks. Thank you for listening in, and we look forward to seeing you next time. All the best, and hit 'em straight.